Hi guys, I tell you what, when am I gonna have time to do anything? It's just, oh, no time, no time. Right, probably 30 different things I haven't done on my channel because my life is, yeah. So anyway, guys, what we're gonna do, uh, I have 4 Priscilla interviews. I think they're all in Australia. She's doing the rounds. Priscilla Presley. Now I have to say this, guys. When I do my videos defending Elvis, defending Lisa and the bloodline, and we bring up Priscilla Presley, it is not done with hate. It is just, we have to defend Elvis. So when Priscilla is giving her narrative, her storyline, her perception, her view on her life, her history, her life with Elvis, I don't agree with a lot of it. I think this is an opinion for entertainment purposes. Nothing I say on this show is fact. We are an opinion sharing discussion program. Yeah, that's my disclaimer, guys. But we're allowed to discuss a public figure like Priscilla Presley. Yeah. One of the most famous people in the world. We're allowed to have opinions. It's called freedom of speech. Okay? No hate, no anger, just defending the man we love, Elvis Presley, and his daughter, and Lisa Marie. And that's what we do. That's the name of our channel. Okay, so don't turn it into anything that it isn't. So I don't like the way Priscilla twists the truth, exaggerates the truth. In my opinion, think Priscilla, her memory of things of the last 50 years has changed, has altered, has been rewritten, reinvented. I think, just my opinion, not a fact, that many of the things Priscilla tells us are based on her feeling that the public are quite gullible, that the public feed into her narrative, her storyline of things, her version of events looking back. Yeah, I think Priscilla, even in 1985, knew that she could literally rewrite history to suit herself, her version of events, and that the public didn't question her, never challenged her. Elvis couldn't disagree, and Elvis couldn't jump in and go, "Hey, that ain't true. He's not with us." Nor can Lisa. So I think Priscilla plays a very intelligent, a very smart game of, I can say what I want, no one's going to disagree with me. Never challenged, even with all the Bridget Cruz lawsuit stuff, these horrible accusations, the unplugging of her daughter. Get it? Very extreme things are being told to the world via the Bridget Cruz v. Priscilla lawsuit. None of it proven, none of it fact, just alleged. And Priscilla can still sit on a show in any country, like we're about to witness, and spin her web and say whatever she wants. And the public just agree with everything and never disagree. The interviewers never challenge her. They just, okay, yeah. They treat her as if she's still Elvis's wife. They treat her as if she was never Elvis's widow. No, actually, let me reword that. They treat her as if she is Elvis's widow. She is not Elvis's widow. They divorced many years before. They were both unfaithful, Elvis and Priscilla. Some say that after the marriage, Priscilla was the first to be unfaithful. Yeah, the dance instructor, the karate champion Mike Stone, the dance guy was called Steve Peck. So the whole world seems tricked and conned into thinking that Priscilla did nothing wrong. She's a victim. Elvis was the bad guy. None of them are aware that she was very unfaithful many times. So I'm going to press play. Hang on 1 minute, guys. Let me just speak to my wife. Hello, you know I'm live.
Well, I presume I'm not aware of
that. What? Okay. You know what? Sorry, my wife's on the phone. I would say that he's probably going. I do remember him briefly saying that his friend's working as well. So just go and get your pizza and don't worry about it. He'll be on the phone. Yeah, I'm sure. Just text him. He'll say, yeah. All right, I'll see you. Get yourself a Domino's. All is good. All right, bye. So my wife's having a Domino's tonight. She loves Domino's. So let's just get on with it before she's home, guys.
Priscilla Presley, welcome to 7:30.
Thank you. Thank you.
You start your new book at the point where you were leaving Elvis Presley. Now, back then, millions of people couldn't understand why someone would choose to leave such a revered individual.
Right, great starting question. Why would you leave Elvis? But now I'm not trying to be horrible, but is the mate? I don't know. Priscilla looks different. Let's just have a look at her. Now remember, she's 80. Yeah, so of course, she's not going to look like she looked way back. But let's just keep looking.
Why did you choose to do that?
I couldn't live the lifestyle.
Okay, so I couldn't live the lifestyle. So I am going to jump in a lot on this. It's only a 7-minute video. I want to really critique this before my wife gets home, and then we're going to come back for a part 2 on a different. There's 4 interviews, I think. So I've always said this, guys. She plays the victim. Oh, look at me, what I went through. I was in a gilded cage. I was forced to live with 7 men, the Memphis Mafia. I had no freedom, no life. Elvis was a serial unfaithful guy. Never a mention of her unfaithfulness. Never a mention of that she was. Remember, she traveled from Germany, a very simple life with her parents, to live at Graceland. Think of the jump. It's a normal house in Germany. Graceland. Like that, when she was nearly 18. Okay? I don't doubt that Elvis liked her. She liked Elvis. I don't doubt it. Some people bring up the book Child Bride, that there was a plan that involved the mother and Cary Grant. That's a whole different story. But even if you look at Priscilla's body language in this, it's very much, oh, poor me, look what I went through. Look what I had to endure at the hands of Elvis. When the truth is, when she moved to Graceland, she was given the life of the Kennedys, a royal life of the royal family. Do you get it? The life of celebrity, of fame, of stardom, unimaginable wealth, a most beautiful home. Yeah. She had plenty of friends, plenty of people could visit, friends and family could visit. She had her own car, she had her own freedom. Just the fact that she was able to be unfaithful to Elvis with men for long periods of times shows you she had a lot of freedom. Yeah. So, when she paints the picture of poor me, she's playing into an old storyline that has been said for over 40 years. Yeah. And the public never challenge her. Most of the public are not interested in looking beneath the surface of the truth. Yeah. And poor Elvis is the victim. Poor Elvis is the person that gets his reputation trashed and trampled when there are 2 sides to the story, and Elvis has never been able to give his version of events because he's not with us. Okay, let's keep going. So put that in mind when Priscilla discusses her life with Elvis and what she went through.
I could not live the lifestyle. How could I, every time he would go to, let's say, Las Vegas, every time he would go to another gig, I'm worried about who the girls are.
No, I don't doubt that. But what about her behavior? Her unfaithfulness? Why can't to be... Now, if I was this journalist, this interviewer, yeah, I would be like, well, hang on a minute. Were you unfaithful? Get it? There's more to it.
He was there, and I wasn't going to take that. I didn't want to, I had a child.
Okay, now remember, I had a child. We know, allegedly, for entertainment purposes, not a fact, just an opinion. We're a discussion YouTube channel. We're just having a discussion about Priscilla. Allegedly, she was unfaithful months after Lisa Marie was born. A couple of years after that, with Mike Stone, the karate champion, which he, on an interview, has admitted many times. Even it's in his book. We have his book. She's admitted things in her book. But look at what's happening here. Elvis is the bad guy. Now, I know Elvis has a beautiful heart, was a kind, Christian, loving, caring, sharing man who wanted to help the world, wanted to change the world. gave away his money, gave away his fortune. Yeah, a very selfless man. Yeah, so let's keep listening.
I was dearly in love with him, and he was Elvis Presley. He could have.
Remember, I was dearly in love with him. I could read you page 272 of this book, where she says, after Lisa Marie was born, months after she was born, she was at home thinking about the dance instructor in a sexual way. She puts it in her book, page 272. Her words. But then she says, I'm deeply in love. I was deeply in love with Elvis. I had a child. Yeah?
Have anyone he wanted.
You go on.
Now, she says Elvis could have had anyone he wanted. True. The women fell at Elvis's feet. Okay? But she was a stunning, beautiful woman. Priscilla was a very, very beautiful woman. She, 100% the men would fall at her feet. She had everything a woman needed to make a man fall in love with her, to really fancy her in every way. Yeah? So they both had that pulling power. Seriously, Priscilla is one of the most beautiful women that ever lived. I know that you Priscilla haters out there won't like me saying that, but it's true. Priscilla had a power with men, and she used it, man. In my opinion, she could manipulate most men. Yeah? So let's keep going.
On to describe in the book the terrible medical problems that Elvis Presley had caused by his addiction to drugs.
See, again, now I don't know who this interviewer is. She seems like a smart woman, but the terrible medication the terrible medical problems that Elvis had caused by his drug taking. Now, that is not true. That is not true. We have plenty of evidence to show, even Sally Hoddle's book, Destined to Die Young, and there's a lot of other evidence out there that clearly proves Elvis was very sick as he got older. He had health problems through his life. He had serious insomnia, chronic insomnia. But in his late 30s, he started to become very unwell, in his mid to late 30s. And this is why he needed seriously strong prescription medication and painkillers and sleeping tablets and many other things to help him get through the day that were prescribed to him by his doctor. What do? When you're sick, you go to your doctor prescribes you medications. Many of them, Elvis had many health problems. But in this interview, it is said his drug taking, his drug addiction, she's basically calling him a druggie, caused his health problems. And it's not true. It's not true. Now, yes, I'll be straight. There must have been side effects with taking quite a lot of prescription medication. So that, we have to weigh that in. But come on, that is so unfair. This is how Elvis's image and reputation is being ruined by interviews like this. This lady is part of the problem. The type of questions being asked by the journalists are damaging Elvis. Now, this is just an opinion, alleged, not a fact.
But you also describe the last concert he gave in South Dakota in 1977, particularly his singing the song Unchained Melody for the first time. Why is it that you recall that song so clearly?
Well, watching.
So, guys, is it me, guys? I mean, I don't want to be cruel, but she doesn't look that well. She looks very tired, yeah? Even her breathing seems heavy. And is it just me, guys? I'm not trying to be horrible, but you tell me, what do you think? Am I the only one seeing
him sing that song?
Right, I can't play the music. Sorry, guys.
Living it.
Go on then.
Only Elvis could do. I've never seen an entertainer get into the words of a song and lived it like he did.
Well, I agree with that. Yeah. Elvis was amazing to the end. But let's look at what's just happened. They called him a druggie. She's blamed him for being constantly unfaithful. She has took no personal responsibility. And all of this has happened in the first 1 minute and 40 seconds. Okay. So they've now skipped over the damage just done to his reputation, just in this little 2-minute clip, and now they're talking about his gift of how amazing he was as a singer, as an entertainer, his beautiful voice. Yeah. You see the game that they play? They damage him, his reputation, then they say the good stuff. And this has been going on for 50 years, not just with Priscilla, with other people as well, even family members. They say the good stuff, they say the bad stuff. They say the good stuff, they say the bad stuff. This is the problem with how Elvis has been attacked in death. Attacked in death. Just an opinion, guys, for entertainment purposes, not a fact.
And it was beautiful in many ways, sad.
Now, your relationship with your daughter, Lisa Marie Presley, went on to become fraught emotionally, financially, legally. But
so, you know, they're going to skip over this. But the relationship with her daughter, Lisa Marie, is so complex. Obviously, they're talking about the unplugging in the Bridget Cruz lawsuit. But there's much more to it. We've got Scientology. We've got Michael Edwards, Priscilla's boyfriend of 6 to 7 years, allegedly abusing her for years as a child. Allegedly, not fact, not proven. Lisa put it in her book, saying it happened. Lisa said it in an interview. And Michael Edwards admitted it in his book, but now says it wasn't true. The publishers encouraged him to. So everything I say is just an opinion, not fact. But come on, guys. Then you've got some serious wrong financial doing. Lisa has been blamed for financial problems, but there's more to it when you discuss Barry Siegel, Lisa's manager, who was Priscilla's close friend. When you discuss the divorce settlements with Elvis before he died, the 2 divorce settlements, there is so much more to the problems between the mother and the daughter. We've got the movie Priscilla. Lisa Marie did not want that film made and threatened a lawsuit, allegedly threatened a lawsuit against her own mother. Yeah. So there's so much more to it, guys. But Priscilla will talk about Lisa as if, oh, you know what Lisa's like. She was difficult. I struggled. I suffered. I went through hell bringing her up. It won't be those exact words, but she'll give it. It will be said in that kind of way.
back when she was a little girl, before all of that began, do you remember the first time when she realised who Elvis Presley was and what that meant for her?
Yes, absolutely. When she was younger, and I took her to the shows in Vegas with her father performing. And that's when she realized how famous her father was. And which, with any child, you know, when you see actually the adoration that he had, and she could see women crying and going to the stage, and, you know, that was, you know, for a young child, that was, you know, that was very rare for a child to see. So she started feeling like she had a little power.
I don't like it, guys. I don't like what she's doing. I've read Lisa discussing how she was amazed by seeing her father live. This has been twisted into something negative. I don't like it. It's like, oh, because Lisa could see how obviously adored Elvis was, how phenomenal he was, that turned her into a spoiled little brat. I don't like it. I don't like it, even if it's true. She's talking about her daughter that has died. Come on, what age are we talking about here? Yeah? Remember, she was being abused, allegedly. Yeah? Remember, she was forced when she was older to go into Scientology. Even the summer, I'm pretty sure the summer that Elvis died, she was sent off on a summer camp so that Priscilla could have some freedom. You know, I have to keep saying everything I say is an opinion for entertainment purposes, but I don't like it, guys. I'm uncomfortable with this.
Your granddaughter, the actress Riley Keough, published a book last year using recordings that your daughter Lisa Marie made before she died. There are some hard words in there for you, Priscilla, including after Elvis died. She says, "It was a 1-2 punch. My dad is dead and I'm stuck with her." How hard was it for you to read those lines?
Yes.
I don't think it's a laughing matter, but let's keep going.
I know my daughter. I know my daughter. You know, I actually have to laugh because that's her. She just let everything out. You know, when she would be upset, she'd start saying things, and she'd close the door and not come back for a day or two. And you know, she was a little rascal, and she.
I just don't like it. Of course, she was a rascal. She was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Come on. She was a kid, a teenager. Everything she did. Come on, in America, drugs, alcohols, boys, staying out all night. Come on. That wasn't her whole life. Lisa Marie had some very serious parts in her life. Lisa Marie took each of her marriages very seriously. She took her relationship with her own children very seriously. But she's painted here as a brat, as a difficult brat. It's so wrong.
Yeah, that I had to go through that all her life.
Do you see it? This is typical Priscilla. I had to go through it. Look what I went through. Poor me. And the public suck it up. The public just go along with it. No challenging of the comments that she's saying. Yeah? Even this interviewer, this journalist, she should be questioning everything.
But wasn't it painful for you to read those words in a book that you knew that other people were going to read and absorb?
Well, they're going to take that how they're going to take it, you know. That's my daughter. She's just told it like it was. If she felt a certain way, she would say even about people. She would just mouth it. You know, she never really thought about what she would say, what would it do to anyone. She just.
This is remember, I love Lisa Marie. Yeah, she never really thought the things that she would say, what it would do to anyone. I'm trying to see the book, so I've got it. It's over there. But that is cruel. That is cruel. Lisa Marie never thought about the things she would say, what it would do to people. That is rubbish. Of course she did. Of course she did. Remember, Priscilla has lost her daughter a few years ago. She's dead. She's not with us anymore. And this is how she portrays her. She's just trashed Elvis, and now she's trashing her own daughter. Do you guys see what's happening here? It's all about poor me, poor me. Look what I went through. I suffered at the hands of Elvis. I suffered at the hands of Lisa Marie. I did nothing wrong. I take no responsibility for anything I did wrong. I don't apologize for any of my past mistakes or my past behavior concerning Elvis, my unfaithfulness, my financial effect on Elvis and Lisa, and just the way that she is now discussing her daughter, who's not here. This, to me, is pretty shocking. Yeah. This is a manipulation. I see the manipulation. For me, it's crystal clear what's happening. And I don't do this in hate. I don't hate Priscilla. But I see her game. I see her game. Again, this is for entertainment purposes, not fact, just opinion sharing, discussion YouTube channel.
Basically came out with what she felt at the moment. Now, she would also come to and apologize. But no one ever read that or saw that. She would say, Mom, I'm sorry I did that, blah, blah, blah. You know, but she...
Again, she gives the impression that everything Lisa said, she was sorry for saying. That's so unfair. So unfair.
Just did what she felt. And that was my daughter.
You talk about Scientology in the book.
And she'll get away with that. She'll get away with that. The millions of people that watch this, you know, this is Australia, I think. Oh, they'll watch that. Don't forget, they're not Elvis fans like we are. They don't look beneath the surface. They'll just go, oh yeah, Lisa was a pain in the ass. Elvis was a druggie. Elvis was shagging everyone. You get it? She's getting away with it. She's playing a game and getting away with it, guys. Why do people never challenge this person?
Look, that's an unusual thing. You say you admit to hearing troubling rumours about Scientology. Given the credible allegations that have emerged now about forced abortions, enslavement, human trafficking within that organisation, should celebrities like you have done much more to question those allegations, given Scientology used celebrities like you to attract people to it?
Great question. Great question. She will get out of it. Remember, Elvis was completely against Scientology. Elvis would be horrified that the number one person, the biggest love of Elvis's life, his daughter, was thrown into Scientology. The damaging effect that had. Yeah. Let's see how she wriggles out of it.
I haven't been with that organization in a long time. I have not. I don't know what they're doing today, how, you know, who's there anymore. You know, there's some good things that I got out of it, and my daughter did too, but there were some things that I didn't, you know, I didn't go along with.
It's complicated, guys, but the number one thing that stands out to me is Lisa Marie wanted out of Scientology, and she got Ben and Riley out as well. Let's keep going.
And, you know, there's, like I said, there are some good things about Scientology, but there are also things that I don't agree with.
Put in the comments, guys. Do you really believe there's good things about Scientology? Keep going, guys.
When all those testimonies emerged, did you regret your involvement with Scientology?
No, it was different back then. Very different. I don't know, you know, how it is today. I haven't been in Scientology in a long time, so it was quite different.
There's a lot of information coming out now, alleged information of some serious wrongdoing concerning Scientology. I can't say it's a fact, it's just an opinion. Go and find out for yourselves, guys. But there's one guy called Serge Delmar. Yeah, he says some pretty horrific stuff, what went on, and he does discuss Lisa Marie, what she went through. Yeah, some very high profile people, yeah, that are involved. So let's keep going, guys.
Moving on, after Elvis died, you were able to secure Graceland as a monument to him and a place that hundreds of thousands of people still want to visit.
Another thing that I will always dispute and disagree with. In my opinion, with the research I've done, with the evidence I've got, she did not save Graceland. It was not her idea to do the Living Museum. She takes full credit for saving Graceland, for keeping Elvis's memory alive. It's bullshit in my opinion, just an opinion, not a fact. She is not the reason Elvis is remembered. It was not her that saved Graceland. It was not her that came up with the idea of the museum. Now, once she got involved, that's different. She did make decisions, probably some pretty good financial decisions to make more money. But she is not the reason Elvis was remembered. The reason Elvis is remembered is the fans, his talent, the way he looked, his style, this legend, this 1 in 10 billion human being, his beautiful personality, his Christian ways, his beautiful voice. That is why Elvis is remembered, not Priscilla. Priscilla did not save Elvis or Graceland's. It was not her idea.
Do you understand why that place is still such a draw for visitors?
It's done.
Well, Graceland is something else. I mean, that
The pizza to here.
was Elvis's home. That's where he always went to after a movie, after, you know, trips. I mean, Graceland was everything. That was his pride and joy. That's what he bought when he first got his big paycheck, was a home for his mother.
Even that isn't straightforward. He bought another home first, but let's keep going.
And knowing how much, you know, when Elvis died, his father passed, I was in charge then. Vernon.
Guy, I've got to go, guys. But even that, there's much more to it with why Vernon made the decision to allow Priscilla to be a trustee. It's complicated, guys. It wasn't straightforward. He didn't have a choice. Who else was he going to trust with Elvis's fortune other than the mother of Lisa Marie, Elvis's daughter?
It made me in charge of the estate. And the first thing that the attorneys told me, we have to sell Graceland. And
there's more to it. There's so much more to it. We don't have the time to talk about it now, guys.
I said that will never happen. Ever. It will never happen. And he said, well, we need to do something because we're going to lose it. And I went out and...
I'm sorry, guys. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. There is a lot of evidence now that says that didn't happen. So it's for another show, guys. Just an opinion, not a fact.
I found a few people who would help me and put the money down. And here we are today. And they all got paid back. And so it's the people still today go in the droves, and they keep coming back. There's something very special about Graceland.
Priscilla Presley, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much. Take care.
So she spins her web again, and millions will watch that and go along with it and say, oh, Priscilla, look what you went through, you poor thing. Elvis has been trashed. Lisa has been trashed. To me, the things that are said about Graceland, saving Graceland, the idea of the museum, Elvis being remembered, she takes all credit for it. I saved the day. I don't believe it. I'm not convinced. I dispute all of it. And poor Elvis is the victim of all of this. And so is now Lisa Marie is also the victim. Don't fall for it, guys. Question everything. Question everything. Seriously. Yeah. I don't hate this person, but I want to defend Elvis. Take care, guys. I gotta go. It's pizza time with the kids. I'm gonna have some lamb chops. Love you all. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching me. There's 3 more interviews to do after this. Okay, guys. Everything I say on this show, it's for entertainment purposes, not fact, just an opinion sharing discussion YouTube channel. You know how it goes, guys. See you later, alligator.